Welcome back, folks. I'm Frizz, and today I'd like to take some time to talk about the nature of supporting in Pathfinder 2nd Edition. After all, a lot of people talk about how Pathfinder 2e encourages teamwork in combats, and that includes myself, but I don't think that I've actually taken the time to sit down and explain really what I mean when I say that supporting other players is good. So let's do that then, and let's talk about why every single PC in Pathfinder 2e is a support. First off, it's important to clarify exactly what I mean when I say support. See, supporting other people in the party isn't as simple as just, healing them or giving them direct boost to their numbers. While those types of effects do exist in 2nd edition, they aren't the actual most common form of support that I see whenever I play. Instead, when I say that supporting your allies in 2e is a really good strategy, I'm not just talking about healing or giving them a direct boost to their stats. I'm talking about basically anything that makes whatever your allies want to do easier for them. Healing them so they don't have to play more defensive? That is a supportive maneuver. Demoralizing an enemy to help your spellcaster land a really strong spell? That is a supportive action. Moving to deal with an ooze so that your rogue doesn't have to fight the creature that's immune to their main source of damage? That's also being supportive if you squint hard enough. Now, something that you may have realized is that most of the examples that I just gave can be done by basically any character, so long as you have some skill proficiencies. And that was intentional. I've played in 6 or 7 2e campaigns at this point, and I can only think of maybe 1 or 2 PCs that were entirely dedicated to supporting other people. Instead, every single PC has the ability to help out other members of the party in some way, and the difference between a party full of lone wolves that don't care about anyone else, and a party of people that actively help each other out, like actual wolves, is massive. What all this is getting up to is that every single character in 2e is a support, and that has gotta be an intentional decision by Paizo. Spending your whole turn just doing your own thing isn't often the most quote-unquote optimal tactical decision. Instead, maybe spending 1 or maybe 2 actions helping out other people is really effective. And really, helping other people just feels fantastic in Pathfinder 2e in a way that is very unlike other TTRPGs that I've played in, and I'm very happy that Paizo has gone in this direction. Just as an example, in an average Pathfinder 1st edition party, characters were basically islands. Your wizard stands at the back and just casts their super dangerous spells at the enemies, and martial characters just obliterate the creatures that they're able to attack. I mean, yeah, there is going to be some teamwork there, like keeping the enemies away from your very squishy wizard, but what you do on your turn doesn't often directly impact other PC's turns all that much. This is very different from outside of combat, where players often work together directly to solve problems and cover each other's weaknesses. I just find that often people are more cooperative in RP in other systems than they are in combat, but 2nd edition is able to get people to actually be cooperative in combat a majority of the time, and that's great. Now, I do really mean what I said earlier, that every PC in Pathfinder 2e can be a quote-unquote support. Though some characters will focus on it massively more than others, but every character can be a support. So let's talk about what to keep an eye out for to help other PCs look cool, shall we? Now, the easiest thing to wrap your head around probably is that staying alive and not causing problems is really helpful for everyone else on your team and can help them do cooler stuff. Raising a shield to decrease the odds of getting critically hit and then needing backup to come over to you is really useful for your resident cleric. Now that they can cast that really cool spell that they've been wanting to use instead of casting heal on you for the 30th time of the campaign. I know that you will get crit sometimes no matter what you do, but taking actions to reduce it reduces the chance that other characters are going to have to cover for you. Also, just always remember, striding away from an enemy is always an option, and often it can be a really good idea. Sometimes moving away from a creature can reduce the amount of damage that you take, force the enemy to use their actions to follow you, and also let your fighter get a power attack off instead of just a normal strike. Basically, saving your own skin is a very good idea, and saving your own skin can also be done in a lot of ways that make your allies seem way cooler. Not every PC is going to have ways to directly make their friends' numbers higher or make an enemy's number lower, but everyone has some way to help other people if you look for it. If you don't think so, then say who you're playing below and I'll try and prove you wrong, I guess. Yeah, I mean, bards might have the easiest direct support tools in the game, but everyone can get in on that action, because supporting other people isn't as simple as just healing them or making their numbers bigger. Supporting other people is really just shorthand for good teamwork, and Pathfinder 2e is one of the only games that I've played in that has made getting other people to look cool so much fun. Thanks for watching. Supporting other people and good teamwork are lots of fun, though it can be a bit hard to describe exactly what I'm talking about, since often tactics and teamwork and all the like is very specific to each fight and each party. Well, I hope I did a good job at least. Let me know your favorite ways you've supported or helped out someone else in 2nd edition, and any questions you might have in a comment down below, and subscribe or something while you're down there. And regardless, until I see you next, live a wonderful life.